On this video, we're going to talk about dayparting, how to use it, and good use cases to use it. With me is Brock Gettemeyer, our head of support at Sellozo. Brock, you ready to talk about some dayparting?
Let's do it.
There's a lot of really cool stuff here. All right, first let's talk about how to set it up.
Yeah, first things first, navigate to your PPC manager and go to the campaigns tab. Now, what dayparting is pausing and enabling your campaign based on hours of the day or day of the week. So this could be anything from A/B testing, all sorts of different use cases. Turning it on, though, is very straightforward. Just click the Actions button right there, navigate down to Dayparting. It's the last one on the box. And then you can go ahead and click and drag the hours you want it to run. So literally, you could pick 1 day a week, you could pick 1 hour a week, you could pick whatever you wanted, and you can also change the time zone. As you can see, we default to what Amazon uses. Amazon Seller Central does default to Pacific time, so do we. Green check mark means your ad during that hour, during that day will run. The empty box means that your ad will be paused during those times.
So in this particular case, Pacific time, your ads will turn on at 6 a.m. every single day and run for the rest of the day.
Yes.
Very simple. All right, so let's talk about why you would use dayparting.
Yeah, this is actually one of the areas where I feel like a lot of very sophisticated users could still benefit. The number one thing that I use dayparting for is budget control. If we are in a situation where we cannot spend more money on this campaign, there's really not a reason that you shouldn't be trying out dayparting. And the reason I say that is if you only have $100 a day to spend and you know you can spend $200 through the entire day, well, you should pick the most cost-effective time to advertise. General rule of thumb is that unless you're selling a morning product, cutting off the middle of the night. So for example, what you have right here selected, that is a pretty good starting point. So if you don't know anything about when your customers are buying, when's the most effective time to advertise, but you are running out of budget, almost always you will lower your ACoS by cutting off the first 4 to 6 hours of the day in Pacific time. Not that many people are actually converting at 3 a.m.
Yeah. One point to that, Brock, also is every ad restarts at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time if you're in the U.S. marketplace. So it is the most competitive time to run your ads. And as the day goes on, other competitors are running out of budget. So your cost per click could be coming down. So this is, to your point, there's a lot of help here in terms of conserving your budget.
Now, there's also other things that you can do, some very sophisticated, aggressive strategies too. You might actually not want to take the top ad slot, but drive up the cost per click of the top ad slot. So you could have some campaigns that are running purposely in the morning to try to get your competitors to run out of budget early in the day, and then the second campaign that comes in and takes the lower cost clicks later. Now, that's a pretty extreme example, but you can see how dayparting can be very, very advanced in the use cases and strategies. The one other one that I would say I use probably almost as common as just controlling when you're spending, for example, hitting budget, is A/B testing. So this is a great way to A/B test. You can clone the campaign, which you can do by clicking Actions and Clone Campaign, very straightforward. But then you can clone the campaign and run them head-to-head at different hours of the day to figure out which hours of the day are most profitable. You could also go ahead and clone the campaign and then swap the product out, for example. Maybe you have 2 different color variations and you want to test them head-to-head. You could do that through cloning and dayparting them. And then another great example is products that have a weekly cyclical cycle. If you sell office supply products and you're not using dayparting, that whole niche should be using dayparting. I mean, 8 to 5, 8 to 6, those are the peak hours for anything office supply related, Monday through Friday. And it is so easy to focus in on when your customers are buying using this right here. Super straightforward.
Yeah, I feel like dayparting is wildly underutilized among sellers, and it can really bring a lot of efficiencies to your ad spend.
Mm-hmm.
So,
cool.
Yep.
I should cut the ACoS in half. Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff there, Brock. It's super easy to set up inside Sellozo, just like we showed you. Great user interface for this. And go ahead, test out your campaigns right now. See if you can cut your ACOS in half. That's Dayparting inside Sellozo.